to another episode of Fringe
Beyond
Limits. Good thing I couldn't hear it this time.
I say, I hope that doesn't get picked up.
It'll probably get edited out in post.
Good.
Because I would try to tell AI to do that.
Yeah, well, AI doesn't listen to women. It
doesn't listen to you either.
Just because I have boobs doesn't mean that I'm a woman. It's my vagina that does it.
Exactly.
I know, but again, still no clit. So I don't know what you guys are trying to pull over me. So anyway, how you guys doing?
It's been a tired week.
Wow. One at a time.
Tired-ish
week.
It's only Wednesday.
I know, I'm just dead today.
Mm-hmm. What happened?
We're speaking to your ghost?
Maybe.
That would be awesome.
No, starting yesterday I was terribly exhausted. Today I'm even more exhausted.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I might fall asleep on you doing this today.
Yeah,
I mean, according to Missy, you can fall asleep during your voice, so
yeah.
I might fall asleep.
Right, and that's fine because I figured you fell asleep. You fell asleep most of episodes, so I'm okay with this. All right.
True.
All right. Well, sorry that's such a tiring week for you.
Yeah. So whenever you ask me a question, I might respond with a snore.
Okay, I'm okay with this.
Yep. Okay.
I'll just text.
Make sure you start with her name before you ask any questions, so she has a chance to wake up and then hear your question.
Okay.
No, he's gonna text Brian and tell him to come over here and poke me so I can get up every time.
Ooh.
Yeah, you know what he's gonna use to poke you with too.
No.
Yeah, he is. He's just gonna mushroom stamp your forehead.
That's so gross.
I mean,
you're gross.
I know, but I mean, this is what guys do. This is what men say and think. All right, I'm no different.
No, I don't think so. Just you.
No, it's really not just
me.
me.
You're not a man, so that's why we're not really sure.
Oh man, shots fired! Jesus.
Just you, Brian, and Steve. Nobody else talks this way.
No, nobody else has the balls to talk like this freely.
But you don't have balls where you came to that conclusion.
No, I do. I just lost them somewhere.
Missy's pocket.
Maybe.
Pretty much.
Maybe.
Yep. She keeps them on shelf.
Oh, listen to what this bitch does today.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. So she just had a piece of skin cancer removed from her back, literally today. So I came home from work and I'm like, do you need anything? I got home at 5:40. All right. And I'm like, all right, well, we are recording at 6:30. Do you need anything? She's like, no, I'm fine. I'm like, okay. So I feed the dogs. I give Sheldon his insulin shot. I have to give him ear drops. I have to give him eye drops. So I do all that. I come and I sit down in the podcast room. At 6:20, she says, is it too late for you to make me popcorn? I'm like, you gotta be fucking shitting me.
It only takes 3 minutes. You're fine.
No, I have to do it on the stovetop.
Oh, you gotta do the
Yeah. Pot, some olive oil, throw them in there, wait for it to heat up.
She's being a prima donna.
Oh, every single fucking chance she gets.
I want some stovetop popcorn.
Yeah.
Where's my popcorn?
Yeah. It's at my house. Come on over.
It'll be cold by the time I get there.
I'll make you a new batch.
Okay. 2 weeks.
Okay.
So yeah, 2 weeks.
She always does that. She always it's like I'm walking out the door. I'm like, all right, I'll see you later. I gotta go. Bye. To whatever. It could be work. It could be errands. It could be social events. And she's like, oh, can you just do me one more thing? I'm like, I was sitting on my ass for 30 minutes. You didn't ask me at all.
Because she didn't think about it until that minute.
Well, guess what? If she thought about it as I'm walking out, she shouldn't say it.
Nah, it doesn't work that way.
Someone's a little cranky.
No, it just fucking annoys me. She always does that. It's always at the last minute she asks me to do something that she should have asked me to do 15 minutes ago. I know I'm talking to two women and you guys are not going to side with me, but I'm going to still have my bitch shush. Okay?
Shush.
Shush. Yeah.
Shush.
Yeah. My bitch, shush. So,
Okay.
all right. That's all I got. So, all right. We got a stupid way to die today, ladies?
Yes.
Okay. I'll go. I'll go first. Since you guys are
Get it
all
off your chest.
pretty
You're
much.
so sassy today.
I am. I'm sassy every day, not just today. Every day, girlfriend. You go, girl.
Okay, just go.
Okay. So this India 2016. In a drunken bet, a man claimed he could drink anything. His friends dared him to chug molten lava like molten aluminum. Oh, wait. Well, what? Yeah. Okay. So, yeah, they dared him to chug molten hot, molten aluminum. That's weird how it's written. So basically, molten
Kind
aluminum.
of redundancy
Yeah, pretty
department.
much. All right. So they dared him to drink molten aluminum that was being poured by local metal workers. Believing it was just hot soup, he took a sip. His throat and stomach instantly liquefied, and he died in agony.
Ugh.
Why would you take a dare like that?
Well, here's the thing. Why would your friends really let you go ahead and do that?
Right.
Those are shitty friends. Like, what in the fish sticks is going on?
Right. I mean, I think both parties are equally to blame. Because if he really,
Much.
yeah, because if he thought it was really hot soup, I mean, like fine, I'll do whatever,
No
And
soup looks like liquid metal.
I agree.
Right.
I agree. Maybe he didn't look in the bowl or in the cup,
This
whatever.
is why we have OSHA.
Yes, this is true.
What the?
I guess
This is probably why I bet you on the container of that saying, not for consumption.
Yes, that is 100%.
Oh my god.
So, yeah,
His friends should go to jail. I'm sorry.
I agree. They should be punished for that.
But this is what guys say to each other,
This
right?
is
Fringe?
100%. This is why.
Stupid.
Yes,
This is why men die before women.
yes, yes. Listen, I've always said this. I probably said it on the show many times. All men are stupid and all women are crazy.
Actually, if you think about it, all of our stupid ways to die are all men.
Yes.
99% of them, I think you're right.
Yeah. Oh, I agree.
Well, one of them, a female died, is because the guy pushed her out. No, she didn't die.
No, she didn't die. She swung to
Yeah,
safety.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Never mind.
Just Indiana Jones thing.
Yeah, she had a whip and
And a hat.
and a hat and
Can't forget
and
that.
a satchel. You guys call it a purse.
A bum shiba. Yeah, it's a purse.
Yeah. So, all right. Who's next?
I'll go next. And this is also a dumb dude.
We're all dumb.
So on December 21st, 2013, a 58-year-old man was asphyxiated by an atomic wedgie administered by his stepson. Brad Davis was on a flight to Oklahoma after he had been knocked unconscious by the elastic band from his torn underwear that was pulled over his head and stretched around his neck, strangling him. And his stepson was sentenced 30 years in prison. He gave him a wedgie on a plane, and he got stuck in it, and he suffocated.
But did nobody else try to help? Because I mean, like, it takes a while to suffocate. It's not like it's an instant death. You know what I mean?
I'm also thinking, like, nobody on the plane noticed that.
Have you ever received or
The
given an
visual of this,
atomic?
like-
Yeah. Have you ever received or given an atomic wedgie?
No, I'm a girl. Girls don't do that
Okay.
shit.
It is clear that what is going on. There is no like, what are they doing? No, it's like, oh, he's getting an atomic wedgie. You know?
Yeah. It's pretty obvious.
So that's just weird to me. All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't get it. People die, and that's fine with me.
Can you imagine that obituary?
Oh God. Do you think it was written by his son that was in jail?
Oh gosh, from prison.
do,
I did a bad.
do you think he recorded a eulogy for the funeral?
Maybe.
Jesus. All right. I love stupid people. All right. Who that leaves Miss Brianna?
Yeah, mine's also a guy.
Yeah, I figured.
So mine, in 1997, police in Reston, Virginia, they issued a statement saying they found a body of a 22-year-old Eric Barcia who had apparently died attempting to bungee jump off of a 70-foot bridge. Issuing commercial bungee operations, Eric had apparently taken matters into his own hands and tied several bungee cords together. He strapped himself on securely, tied the other end to the bridge, and jumped, confident in the knowledge that he'd be carefully measured out the bungee's length. Just under 70 foot. Of course, what Eric had forgotten was the bungee cord stretch.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yep. Why would you do
They're
that?
geniuses.
Why would you do that?
Very smart.
I'm no Nobel Prize winning person, but I ain't gonna do that.
I'll never bungee jump.
Really?
Jump out of airplanes 100 times, but I will never bungee jump. I do not trust, again, the length of the cord or that it won't snap.
Okay. What if there was no males involved? Would you bungee jump then?
If there's no males involved.
No,
No, okay.
because I trust men to be better at math.
Oh God, that is so true. So.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Well, I love bringing. This segment makes me feel so good about myself because I am not one of these idiots.
Nice this long. I've done stupid shit, but I'm still alive.
Yeah, pretty much. So.
Ugh.
All right. Well, ladies, what's the topic of this evening?
Mud wrestling.
Oh, you know what? Yes.
Is midget mud wrestling?
No, it's hot naked girls. It's hot naked girls mud wrestling. There's no, M words, aka midgets. So yes, it's women, and then at the end of the night, the three hottest wrestle me.
In your dreams.
Yeah, pretty much. I would get my ass kicked so fast. I am in no shape to wrestle anybody.
You would go face first into the mud and die that way.
I would go face first in their boobies.
You'd still get asphyxiated on mud.
That's fine. That's as long as I'm buried, ear deep in her boobies, I'm happy. All right. Yeah, so tonight's topic.
The mud floods and the Tartarians.
Ooh, the Tartarians. Are they from Narnia?
No, but they like tartar sauce.
I do like a good tartar sauce.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't like tartar
I'll
sauce.
take the cocktail sauce over the tartar sauce, but if it's a really good tartar sauce, I'm game.
You like the cock and the tail.
Yeah, 100. No, I don't want the cocktail. I want the cocktail minus the tail. So, and when I say good tartar sauce, I mean, the one that comes in a fish fillet at McDonald's. Oh, so good.
Ew.
Oh, give me a double fish fillet, 2 fillets, double the tartar with 2 pieces of cheese. I'm gonna
go in the bathroom and throw up.
I just had a colonoscopy.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, so tonight we're going to be talking about the Tartarian civilization. Is it an ancient empire or erased history? Shall we find out?
See.
The concept of the Tartarian civilization, or Tartaria, is a widely circulated theory proposing the existence of an advanced global civilization that was systematically erased from our historical records. Tartaria allegedly spanned large swaths of Asia, Europe, and even North America, and possessed knowledge, technology, and architectural prowess far beyond its time. Proponents that Tartaria was not just a region on old maps, as classical
Cartographer.
Thank you, cartographers. I can't talk.
My mom is a cartographer.
Is she really?
Yeah.
What does she do?
She makes maps. That's a cartographer.
No, like for what? I guess. I mean, or for who?
For counties, like plats of survey type of stuff and property boundaries and stuff. Not like Rand McNally road maps, but property.
Wow, I did not know that.
Yeah.
All right, well, as classical cartographers show, but an empire with free energy, massive infrastructure, and harmonious societies, until it was destroyed or suppressed by a cataclysmic event or a historical cover-up. Bum bum. Ancient maps between the 16th and 19th century, Tartaria is commonly found in atlases and maps labeled across Central Asia, Siberia, and parts of Eastern Europe. Notably, those maps are the Ortelius map, the Sanson map, and the Johann Baptist Homann map. Great Tartary was referenced as a sprawling territory under different rulers, often noted as a mysterious land in classical encyclopedias. The name Tartar appeared in early European texts to describe a variety of nomadic peoples east of the Caspian Sea. Mongolian and Turkic histories often intertwine with Tartarian mythology, especially referencing sky gods, celestial alignments, and cyclical floods. Tartaria was said to stretch from Russia to China, with outposts or influence in North America. I'm sorry, I read that wrong. All right. North America, supposed presence in old ruins and anomalous structures. In Europe, architectural overlaps in Romania, Bulgaria, and parts of Scandinavia, Australia, and Antarctica. I cannot talk tonight. Australia, I know. Australia and Antarctica. Some claim old world remnants found during colonial exploration suggest Tartarian tech. Structures like the Chicago World Fair in 1893 and San Francisco's 1915 Panama Pacific exhibition are believed to be Tartarian architecture rebranded or destroyed after the event. The features cited are colossal domes, intricate facades, uniform layouts across continents. Theories point to massive cities allegedly built without supporting historical populations, for example, Salt Lake City and St. Petersburg, suggesting these were inherited rather than constructed by modern man. Tartarian buildings were said to harness atmospheric electricity using spires, copper domes, and antennas, often mistaken for flagpoles or lightning rods. Geometric fortresses seen around the world are interpreted as energy grids or electromagnetic amplifiers rather than military structures. Evidence suggests hydrodynamic systems, aqueducts, fountains, and underground canals were not merely aesthetic or practical, but part of an energy grid. The mud theory is central to Tartarian lore. It proposes that sometime in the late 17 to mid-1800s, a global cataclysm, possibly natural, engineered, or cosmic, engulfed much of Earth's existing cities under several feet of mud, silt, and sediment. The theory holds that instead of rebuilding, the new powers simply dug out of the tops of old buildings using the remaining structures and fabricated a false historical timeline. While mainstream historians attribute strange architectural features to changing street levels, urban development, or design trends, Tartarian researchers argue that these features are evidence of an advanced pre-reset civilization literally buried and forgotten. Some examples are windows at ground level in old buildings, sub-basements that appear to be full floors, and photos of people standing in excavated cities beneath modern streets. So this is really interesting because even in the US, there are cities built on top of cities. Like I think Seattle is one, San Francisco is another, that they all have like this sub-layer to the city. And it's like, well, you guys are only, 150 years old. Like, I don't understand how that could have happened. Like I could kind of get
people didn't move out there till westward expansion.
Right. And then, when you go to like Paris, with the tunnels, what is it, the catacombs.
Like the catacombs,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, those are, I don't know. It just baffles my
Massive
mind.
networks underground. Yep.
Right. So there is something to that. It's so weird. Like, I never thought about that. So what if we are living in just this made up history? What are they really hiding? You know,
Exactly.
I think, I don't think they would do this just because they wanted to just cover up this massive mudslide or whatever the hell it was. I mean, they would have to be hiding something much grander that would affect the entire world.
I would agree.
Maybe that's what happened with like the Sphinx and the pyramids. And no, because didn't they need to be dug out, if I remember correctly?
Well, Göbekli Tepe and
Well,
the
yeah.
other one where I don't remember, but possibly.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, Göbekli
Yeah,
Tepe,
because the Sphinx was definitely dug out. I can't remember if the pyramids were, though.
or like half the pyramids. Like, maybe they weren't completely submerged.
And then you
Because,
also got the Easter Island guys.
Yep.
yeah, yeah,
They've been digging them out.
yeah, yeah, Easter. Oh, the Moe Moe. Is that what they're called?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, so
You sound mind baffled.
I am, because I'm just thinking. Then what is our real history?
I agree with you. I think that opens up a bigger mystery of why and for what purpose. And
Man, that's
Yeah.
so. Wow. All right, I'm going to keep going here because I'll just sit here in silence.
thinking thoughts.
Right. So here are a few prominent examples often cited as proof. San Francisco, California in the U.S. Exposition buildings and hillside architecture. San Francisco is central to many Tartarian arguments, particularly due to its rapid development in the 1915 Panama Pacific International Exposition. The fair's massive Greco-Roman buildings, like the Palace of Fine Arts, were allegedly temporary structures built in 2 years, then mostly destroyed despite their grandeur. More compelling is the evidence of mud flood phenomena in Chinatown and Telegraph Hill, where buildings have multiple subterranean stories, some with ornate features, columns, and windows. They clearly were never meant to be buried. Post-earthquake photographs after 1906 show partially buried streetcars and arches, with excavations revealing structures far deeper than modern ground level. How does this just get swept under the rug? I mean, this would mean like the entire world and its governments map this whole thing out, right?
Well, if there's only a handful of survivors, I don't know.
Well,
Or is it Matrix related? Wipe the memory,
yeah, well,
scrub the
yeah. I
scrub
mean,
the existence, wipe the memory, start over. Here's imposed history.
Matrix related, I could definitely get behind, but there would have to be more than just a few survivors because they repopulated the Earth pretty quickly in 100 years, 150 years, or whatever that time frame is.
Yeah.
So unless they have like the Men in Black mind wiper thingy. Did you do that movie?
I did do that movie.
Okay, so you know what I'm talking about.
Mhm.
Fine. I think that's the first time ever I had a movie reference and you got it.
There's been others.
I don't
A
remember.
few.
I don't
Just a
remember.
I don't remember what they
small
were, but they were
handful.
others because you're
Yeah.
always excited whenever she says she's seen it.
Well, I just get excited for her seeing a movie. Like, she's
They call it all sorts blending.
she's broadening her horizons.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So the next city is Salt Lake City, Utah, in the U.S. Buried windows in the Mormon temple and other structures. The Salt Lake Temple, completed in 1893, is frequently cited for its multi-story basement that allegedly predates its construction and is unusually ornate for a substructure. Photographs from the late 19th century show workers digging out levels that appear to already have decorated windows and doors built in, not simply foundations. Buildings around Temple Square display half-buried arches and windows consistent with mud flood characteristics. The theory is bolstered by the region's quick development of advanced architecture despite harsh terrain and minimal settlement history. That is true. They don't have like an in-depth history and how, like, who founded it, and
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that is very true. Like, so I keep thinking about like this erasing history. That so if the Mormon temple was already there, was it a Mormon temple back then, or was it a different house of worship?
Well, I mean, if you look back at history, how many, call it churches, temples, have been taken over by later settlers or inhabitants, and they claim it as their own. We give credit to the last people who occupy it, but I mean, I'm talking like old antiquity type of buildings, but you know what I mean?
Yeah,
So who's to say that's not the situation here?
yeah. I mean, that happened every time a city was captured by their enemies. They would burn the books, destroy the statues, and then build their own statues and books. Like they would totally erase that civilization
Keep what
off the
they
map.
want, change what they want to add. Yeah.
So, how about this then? What if it wasn't a mudslide? What if it was some sort of global cataclysm that was done on purpose by a different group of humans? And that's exactly what they're doing. They're just erasing the old history and building their own, and they just want to have power and enslave us.
I mean, it's quite possible. I'm also thinking it kind of gives credence to the Great Flood story that so many cultures and traditions have and carry and still tell.
Right. Yeah, 100%. Huh. Man, my brain is just going. All right. So let's see. So next city is Denver, Colorado in the US. Windows at ground level and the Capitol building structure. Numerous buildings in downtown Denver, especially in the Capitol Hill or LODO, which stands for lower downtown areas, show windows and doorways at or above, or I'm sorry, or below street level. The Colorado State Capitol building has multiple sub-basements and what appears to be an entire lower level buried underground, purportedly not part of the original blueprints. In 1890s era photos, several buildings appear in various stages of street elevation changes, with businesses needing to build staircases to access newly buried entrances. Critics claim this was due to urban raising projects to address poor drainage, but no clear records document a coordinated citywide elevation plan consistent across the scale. See, that doesn't make sense to me at all. Poor drainage? Because you wouldn't build up. We have no problems digging and fixing it, right? I mean, I've never heard of, oh, there's drainage issues. Oh, let's just build it higher. No, it's we dig into the ground and we fix the issue, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Sorry, my audio was acting up. Like I
Oh,
was talking and I thought you were listening. And then all of a sudden it sounded like you were talking in fast forward. I just heard. Blah, 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 blah,
oh,
blah.
all right.
Technology's been acting really weird on me right now.
Uh-oh.
So it's either a ghost or I'm changing Matrix timelines.
Yeah, you are.
Anywho,
You are. You're going to get in a new timeline and you're going to be fabulous.
so bad.
So what were you
No,
saying?
but I was just saying back when we were talking about the flood part, y- I know you're a big fan of the Younger Dryas period,
I am.
but it makes me wonder, you know, I had to look it up. It's called the Younger Dryas Boundary Layer, or the YDB.
Mm-hmm.
But like there's this layer that covers almost 90% of the planet, or at least where they've had erosion to that level, and there's this thick blackish gray layer of sediment that covers the whole planet.
Mm-hmm.
And there's essentially life below it. Then there's this or organic matter or something below it, right? And then
Mm-hmm.
there's this layer of sediment, and then there's nothing for X amount of years until you see the top layer where we exist.
Right. Yeah. So I mean that
So maybe it
definitely.
was part of a great reset.
Yeah.
And maybe it's happened more than once. Like maybe this is the most recent one.
Yeah. Oh, I definitely think that we have so many lost chapters of human existence. I don't think I don't think the Younger Dryas period was the first one. I think you're right. I think it was one of many. And the weird thing is that this past one that they're referred to, this other, it had to have been really mild compared to ones in the past. Because it's the ones in the past. I mean, let's just go Younger Dryas. Let's just hypothetically say that was a reset. Well, it took humanity 10,000 years, 12,000 years to get to where we're at today, right?
Right.
So this one had to have been a lot milder. But again, if it was a lot milder, they had to have so many more people buy into this idea.
As you were saying that, I had this weird visual in my head that we'll just use God as the analogy. God's reading a choose your own adventure book. And Earth is the adventure book, right?
Right.
And all the decisions are made. For those of you who don't know what a choose your own adventure book is, I don't think they make them anymore.
Yeah, you're too young. Okay, that's what it is.
Sorry. But what if God creator source was just like, I want to change, and he just goes back 2 pages instead of going back all the way to the beginning of the book and starting over.
Yeah, he just goes to the previous choice.
Previous decision point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Huh.
They need to bring those books back, by the way.
I agree. And they got to make it better.
Total tangent. A few years ago, Netflix had these out there. They were choose your own adventure movies.
Yep.
Did you ever watch them or play them on your
I did.
remote?
I did it was a romantic comedy one. But I did.
That sounds fun. I did
It
the
was fun.
scarier one.
And you got to
Cool.
choose what guy she picks at the end.
Have you heard of these? Frank looks stuff.
I have not. No, I'm thinking back through all the alcohol laced moments I've had.
Yeah.
And I don't remember. No. So, but it sounds. I would have definitely played with it if I knew that it was a thing.
Yeah, it gives you like 30 seconds or something like that to choose which one you want, what path. If you don't, it automatically chooses for you. Yeah.
I'm waiting for your choose your own porn adventure movie.
Anyways.
What do you guys think about that? Would you guys watch that?
I don't watch porn.
I mean, like right now or
ever.
Is it?
Yes.
I call them instructional videos.
Not an IKEA manual.
You don't know that.
Right, because I don't watch it.
Take this knob, put it in this slot, and twist. All right.
Oh, God.
All right, so next city. Oh, our beautiful city of Chicago, Illinois.
Shy down.
So this evidence says a massive stone architecture and inexplicable speed of construction and urban fires. The Great Chicago Fire of 1871 is viewed by Tartaria theorists as a convenient cover-up for erasing pre-existing architecture. While the official account claims the fire started in a barn, large stone and steel buildings were somehow destroyed, in an event with no logical explanation for such a widespread devastation. Just 22 years later, the 1893 World's Columbian Exposition was constructed, featuring over 200 massive classical buildings built in less than 2 years. Mainstream sources say they were temporary structures made of plaster, yet their grand scale and intricate design rivaled ancient cities. Tartarian proponents argue that rather than being built, these buildings were uncovered, lightly refurbished, and then reburied or demolished after the fair. Photos from the fair's construction period show suspiciously finished exteriors, absence of large-scale scaffolding, and completed facades without signs of foundational work, suggesting pre-existing Tartarian megastructures were briefly unveiled.
I've often wondered about this, like when we were doing middle school history. I was like, how could that have been erected that fast? I mean, you think of big scale construction projects like building a skyscraper takes 15 years, or even you look at like Olympic cities, those still take 4 years, sometimes more, to just pull those together, and those are somewhat temporary structures. Like it doesn't make sense. The math ain't mathin'.
Yeah, I remember seeing pictures from the World Fair. I'm like, how the fuck? Where did that go in Chicago? You know?
Also correct. Like, where did they find space for that?
Right. Because I mean, those buildings have been around forever, right? I'm like, where did you put it? I don't think Grant Park was big enough to put all those fucking buildings there.
And then why did you take them all down?
Exactly.
Yeah.
And if they were all just plaster, where did all the plaster go? It was 1893. It's not like they had fucking semis driving shit out.
Right. No kidding.
I mean, just logistically, where would you put all that plaster? You didn't have
The river, and that's why it's fake.
That's why we can dye it green every St. Patrick's Day.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I mean, I've always wondered that, and being stupid as a kid, you don't really look to question anything. You're like, oh, well, that's just interesting. I just wonder how they did that, and just you go and
Right.
think
Spot
about
on.
fingering your girlfriend or something. So
Yeah, no.
no, just me,
No.
just me.
Never a thought.
No. Oh, you know what? Bringing that up, is fingering still a thing? Like,
What do you mean? Is it still a thing?
I mean, like, it's still like a thing. Like, do people still do that?
I'm pretty sure people still do that.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't they?
Like, yeah, I don't know, because like we're so like more open and liberal. I'm like, you just go right down on someone, then you go right to screwing. I mean, like, before it was like, let me just touch you here, rub that, and see what happens.
This is okay.
So it is still a thing.
I don't know.
You don't? Okay.
I would think so, because I don't think that's something that would not go away.
I don't know. Listen, I'm just asking.
Asking for a friend?
Yeah, for a friend, yes. I mean, I'm definitely not going to walk into a high school and ask that. Like, that's against the law.
Just start a Reddit thread.
Just, is fingering still a thing? If so,
Ew,
please.
look at this little guy. Gross.
If so, please upload video.
Ew.
Stop.
Like, I wouldn't really do that. Calm down. All right. So, next city is Washington, D.C., specifically the Washington Monument and the Capitol Complex. So, megalithic obelisk, unexplained construction delayed, and sacred geometry. The Washington Monument began in 1848 and completed in 1884. Is a 550-foot stone obelisk with no steel reinforcement and no known construction techniques at the time to explain how it was built with such precision. The 22-year construction hiatus raises eyebrows. Some Tartaria theorists claim the lower portion was unearthed rather than built, with the upper portion added later to disguise its origin. The National Mall layout, including the U.S. Capitol, Lincoln Memorial, and Jefferson Memorial, is constructed with nearly perfect Masonic geometric alignments, resembling ancient ley line and sacred grid patterns. Some claim this suggests the site was pre-selected for its energetic properties, possibly reused from a Tartarian power grid. Historical photos from the 1800s depict subterranean tunnels and archways near the Capitol during its construction, with some levels appearing too ornate for utilitarian basement space. So here's a question. What if the Lincoln Memorial isn't really Abraham Lincoln, but just like a Tartarian president from back whenever?
But what about the other photos of him?
Well, they could all have originated in Tartaria. I mean, there's no telling where they originated from. I can show you a picture of Abraham Lincoln and say, yeah, Jon Snow took a picture of this right before the White Walkers attacked him. No, there's no Game of Thrones fans.
I mean, I watched but the last 2 seasons.
Okay, so you should know Jon Snow and the White Walkers. Yes?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, thank you for chiming in there on that.
You're welcome.
Go back to sleep.
Okay.
But you know what I mean, Lynette? Like, especially with like AI, right? With AI, they can do anything now. And who knows how long that technology was available to the rulers, the real
Oh, for
rulers.
sure. We don't get the technology until it's already outdated.
Right,
The rest of the technology goes to whatever powerhouse owns it.
right. So, how long have they had AI for that could have created these fake pictures? I don't know.
Quite possibly.
Yeah,
And they're still doing it. That's why we have Mandela effects.
yeah. We got to do an episode on the Mandela effect. That'd be
We do. I'd like to find some new ones because I feel like it's the same old ones, though.
Yeah, there are some new ones. So, did you guys ever watch Scary Movie 2?
Yeah, I heard this
Yep.
one. This one make me mad.
Yes, it made me mad just as much. It's when, the guy with
Because I
the,
actually did that movie,
yeah, right,
and I don't have other movies to mix them up with, so
right. Bree, do you remember the guy with the messed up hand?
Yeah.
What's his famous line in the movie?
I don't know the word by word, but isn't it when he's stuffing a chicken?
No, it's when,
he, like, fell down.
yeah, and he's like, take my strong hand. And
Oh,
he's,
yeah.
yeah, no, he doesn't say that.
What
He,
does he say?
what was it? It was
Apparently it just says, "Take my
take
hand."
my hand, yeah. And giving him the,
No, he says, I take my strong hand.
listen, I agree with you.
What the fuck?
Right.
That's infuriating.
Yes.
I don't like this.
Right.
No.
Right.
'Cause it's not even funny.
No.
Take my hand, it's not even funny.
No.
The
No.
whole point of the
No.
movie is
Because
funny.
everyone kept saying, because he's like, take my strong hand.
Yes.
And then it's a little
Grab the
teeny
strong hand.
Yes.
Yeah.
Everyone said that over and over and over. Right.
You just ruined my night.
Well,
You're welcome.
yeah. I mean, it sucks to suck. Sucks to suck.
Watch it again just to double check.
Yeah. All right. So next city is London, England. Underground layers and Victorian facades. Layered streets, massive fires, and subterranean complexes. The Great Fire of London in 1666 destroyed much of the medieval city. Tartarian researchers view this as one of many strategic resets used to erase old architecture, paving the way for the modern street grid and classical facades of the Georgian and Victorian eras. During the construction of the London Underground in the 19th century, workers discovered subterranean vaults, rooms, and brick structures whose origin is still debated. Many buildings in central London have windows and doors submerged beneath current street level, visible in old neighborhoods and excavation zones. The repeated relayering of the city is cited as evidence of vertical resets, burying Tartarian infrastructure beneath successive waves of new construction and revised historical narratives. Yeah, that sounds plausible.
Like, I think the thing that's the most annoying is, sure, I can get on board with we just built on top of existing shit.
Mm-hmm.
Sure. But there is no documentation of why it was buried in the first place, or how it got buried, or when it was buried.
Correct.
That's the part that drives me nuts about all of this.
Yeah. Again, I just keep going back. There had to be so many people in on it back then.
I'm going to take the Men in Black reference.
Yeah. Okay.
We all got brain zapped, and only a handful knew what was going on.
Sweet. All right. Edinburgh, Scotland, the real underground
Edinburgh?
city. It's Edinburgh.
Don't be American.
Listen,
Edinburgh.
was it Edinburgh?
Edinburgh.
Edinburgh?
Better.
Okay.
Not Berg.
Edinburgh? Is that it?
Sure.
Okay. Edinburgh, Old Town, is layered with entire underground streets, now known as the Edinburgh Vaults and Mary King's Close. These spaces contain rooms with hearths, doors, and cobbled streets. Some say these were buried during plague containment efforts, but Tartaria theorists believe the story is a cover for systematic mud flooding or suppression. Many of these buildings are carved into bedrock and show signs of sophisticated engineering, not crude plague-era construction. The Royal Mile and buildings above the vaults have uneven floor levels, which researchers claim suggest vertical resets of the terrain. Yes, if you're building vaults and buildings, you're not doing it on uneven floor or ground.
Right, because your geometry wouldn't work.
Right.
And physics wouldn't work.
And it wouldn't be stable.
Exactly, that's what I mean.
Yeah. All right. That's fucking weird. All right. Paris, France.
Paris.
Paris. Oui, oui.
The ronron and the ronron.
Je m'appelle François.
Oui, oui.
There you go.
Voulez-vous coucher avec moi ce soir?
Technically, the song said improper grammar, used improper grammar.
Okay. Well, so did I.
Voulez-vous vous coucher?
Voulez-vous coucher?
Avec moi.
Voulez-vous? Vous. I spoke French. Voulez-vous?
No, there's doppio-vous.
Oh, doppio-vous? Voulez-vous? Was that it? No.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. The Eiffel Tower, constructed between 1887 and 1889, is regarded as an industrial marvel. Yet Tartaria theorists argue it may not have been built from scratch. Its precise iron lattice and antenna-like shape raise suspicions that it may have served as a free energy or atmospheric resonator similar to later Tesla coil designs. The rapid construction of the Eiffel Tower with nearly 18,000 prefabricated parts and no welding has led some to theorize it was reassembled, not newly built, perhaps inherited from a previous civilization. During the 1850s and 1870s, Baron Haussmann's renovation of Paris demolished much of the old city and introduced uniform symmetrical architecture, wide boulevards, identical stone facades, and expansive subterranean tunnels. Tartarian researchers claim this urban overhaul was not about modernization, but rather a facade overlay masking older Tartarian structures underneath with more acceptable appearances. The Paris catacombs, spanning over 200 miles, are also believed to be pre-existing Tartarian tunnels, later filled with bones as a cover-up of a more advanced underground infrastructure.
So 2 things. One's a fun fact, which kind of lays a little bit of credit to perhaps the Eiffel Tower being built by someone with far more advanced technology, is that each of the 4 legs, so, it's 4 legs that touch the ground, the weight of the structure, any one given leg puts no more pressure on the surface of the earth than a man sitting in a chair.
Really?
Yeah. So it's holding itself up.
Right. Huh.
And the other thing is I've been to the Paris catacombs and it is wild. It's eerie. It's expansive. Some of the parts are pretty narrow and cave-like, but I guess when you see the piles and piles and piles and piles of bones and skulls, it's like, oh my God.
Yeah, it goes for 200 miles.
Yeah, and we only saw like 2 miles of it.
Wow.
And if it's 200 miles full of bones, like not all of those people died from the plagues.
Right.
Where did those bodies come from?
Mm-mm.
Because there are parts that are, not only are the walls just like decorated with skulls, but there are rooms like big as a garage that are just piles, just stacked floor to ceiling of bones. And we saw a couple dozen of those rooms, but if you're talking 200 miles, like,
yeah,
it's
a
weird. It didn't feel haunted or anything like that, but it felt off.
What if those were just all the bones of the people that didn't survive the mudslide?
That's what I'm getting at. Like, oh, well, they all washed down into this hole. Let's just leave them there.
Yeah. All right.
What's under those bones? What if there's where are the animal bones? Where are there animal bones in there? It's just people bones?
Yeah. So when I brought up those are all the non-survivors of this mudslide, I say that they took those people and just threw them into mass graves, like the catacombs.
Yeah. What if they were the ones who didn't want to get the men in black zapped memory erased, and they said, okay, then we're going to erase you.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
the survivors were the ones who conformed.
Yeah. Yeah.
Dun, dun, dun.
We should do our own forensics and go sneak down there.
No. I've seen that movie. It does not end well.
And
And we're not doing that. So next city is Rome. What?
I was giving you the chicken.
Oh.
You're scared.
100%. I'm not getting trapped and lost in the catacombs.
Well, especially in Paris, they hate Americans.
Yes, they're not going to help
It's really
me.
true. I went there with an open mind thinking, oh, it's just hearsay. No, they really don't like Americans.
Yeah. Well, they'd be speaking German if it wasn't for us, so fuck them.
That's exactly what JT would say.
100%. All right, so Rome, Italy. Rome is a city literally built in layers with streets, temples, and entire buildings buried under centuries of history.
That's where
Tartaria?
lasagna got invented.
Yes, exactly.
Exactly.
Tartaria researchers argue that these layers are not just chronological, but evidence of a reset civilization covered by cataclysm or intentionally buried. The Colosseum, said to be built around 70 AD, demonstrates complex engineering with sublevels and trapdoor systems that some argue required greater technological capability than the Roman Empire had access to. Beneath Roman churches and palazios, one often finds fully preserved temples and rooms, sometimes with plumbing and ventilation, features considered ahead of their time. The expansive gardens of Caligula were recently unearthed in Rome. Specifically, archaeologists have found parts of a portico and garden belonging to the infamous emperor near the Vatican during construction of a pedestrian area. These gardens were part of a larger estate that included lavish residences and promenades. Some Tartaria theorists suggest that Rome's ancient structures were inherited ruins of Tartaria, appropriated by early Christian and imperial forces and rebranded through centuries of controlled narrative. Now, I have been to Rome, and that place is fucking wild. Especially when you go into the Vatican and into the basement where a lot of the popes and I mean, that is just wild.
Well, that, and I'm sure when you were there, you went to the Colosseum too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And one thing that I found was really interesting is, so if you pay extra to go walk on the arena floor or whatever it's called, you're actually not walking on the floor where the gladiators fought.
Right.
You actually walk on the basement.
Mm-hmm.
And the floor where the gladiators fought was this massive temporary structure that's no longer there anymore. And I don't know. It's massive. Like, what kind of engineering did they really have to be able to build multiple soccer arenas or football stadium size temporary floor?
Well, I mean, not just that. You're telling me that building has survived 2,000 years?
Yeah.
Think about that. That's just brick and stone. Not even brick. That's just stone, right? Like, how much shit have we built out of stone that's gone in 200 years?
Exactly.
That's so strange.
Exactly. Like, how? Like, we don't have that technology today. How was it there then? So it had to have been some sort of extra assistance there, because I don't know, maybe the reset, we lost all our engineering skills.
Yeah, just the technology all got destroyed. And we didn't have the plans to rebuild it, or maybe even the minerals. Maybe we used up and all the minerals got buried as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe that's why gold is so precious. Maybe they had to do something with gold.
It has to.
I mean, gold has so many different properties.
Oh, yeah.
All right. The next city is Istanbul, also known as Constantinople, Turkey. The Hagia Sophia. I do like that song.
Mm-hmm.
The Hagia Sophia originally.
No, you said it right the first time.
Hagia
Sophia.
Hagia Sophia.
The G is silent.
Hagia Sophia, originally constructed in the 6th century, contains one of the largest unsupported domes in the world. Built with precision and durability, that some argue would be difficult to replicate today. Below Istanbul lies a vast network of ancient cisterns and tunnels, including the famous Basilica cistern, with massive stone columns, symmetrical arches, and design features that appear industrial or even electromagnetic in nature. Tartaria theorists claim the city was a major node in the Old World grid, and its subterranean complexity suggests it was built by a far older, more advanced civilization than the Byzantines. Archaeological digs have revealed entire street levels, staircases, and buildings buried more than 180 feet beneath the surface, leading some to believe much of ancient Constantinople is still buried under layers of silt and history. Now that's fucking wild.
Mm-hmm. And going back to like cultures taking over a site and, calling it their own, like Hagia Sophia is one of the most taken over locations between Muslim, Christian, and I can't remember the other one. Maybe Judaism or something like that.
Yeah.
Like there's several different religions that occupy, and that building has marks from all the
big three.
religions and cultures that occupied it during its recent historical life, or our known historical life, I should say.
Right. All right.
But they're fighting over ley lines.
I wonder. I'd like to look up what ley lines, if any, run through like Jerusalem. Because
I'm
that's
trying to pull up maps, but
yeah.
I can't say that it's an easy, discernible information, because you get all these. There's different. It's not just a line. It's, I don't know. There's different magnetic poles and this, that, and the other. And I'm like, oh, this is way more sciencey than I can do at 8:00 at night kind of thing.
Yeah. All right. Next city is St. Petersburg, Russia. Often called the Venice of the North, St. Petersburg features neoclassical and Baroque style buildings, far more elaborate than what would be expected for a city supposedly built in a swamp in the early 1700s. Many buildings in the historic district have windows at ground level or below, and some subway and infrastructure work was uncovered what appear to be fully developed lower levels. Researchers question how such architectural grandeur was constructed rapidly with primitive tools and serf labor, suggesting the city was excavated and reoccupied, not built from scratch. Supposedly, Peter the Great founded the city, but the scale and symmetry of the city's early design has led some to claim he merely rebranded a Tartarian city. Now, that's one city I don't know anything about, so I can't. All that is still wild, but I just can't expand on that.
Yeah, and I don't think we'll ever. Well, nobody's going to be able to visit there anytime soon.
Yeah, right. So, next city is Melbourne, Australia. Melbourne, established as a British settlement in 1835, was supposedly built up within 40 years into a massive Victorian metropolis. The scale of its 1800s architecture, including stone cathedrals, government halls, and elaborate arcades, is considered too advanced and too rapid for the population, labor force, and materials available at the time. Historical photos from the 1850s through the 1880s show a fully formed city with paved streets, trolley systems, and intricate stonework, yet little to no photographic evidence exists of these structures being built. Some Tartarian theorists believe these buildings were already present, and the city was either a rediscovered outpost of Tartaria or a partially buried one that British colonizers inherited and rebranded. Like Chicago, some older Melbourne buildings show half-buried arches, uneven floor levels, and sealed-off lower stories consistent with mud flood narratives. Again, a city I know nothing about, that I can't really expand on, except that Australia is a penal colony.
You just want to say penal.
Yeah, well, you know what? It is a penal colony. They're all just criminals, and all they do all day is box kangaroos and drink Fosters. That's all they do.
Emus.
No,
I want to say the emus beat them.
Yeah. They are slaves to the emus. And maybe if they stop drinking so much Fosters, they can do something about it and, start doing something with their lives.
I didn't get to see any of this when I was in Melbourne,
What?
unfortunately.
Oh,
The boxing of kangaroos or
well, like
a survey of the old part of the city.
yeah. Well, the reason you didn't see the boxing kangaroos and all the Fosters and empty beer cans everywhere is because, like North Korea, whenever tourists come, they clean the city up and act normal.
Shut up.
All right. The pattern observed in these cities is echoed in others like Istanbul, Bucharest, and even Melbourne, where old buildings appear partially buried in vast tunnels, halls, or vaults lie beneath. Rather than individual quirks of city planning, Tartarian researchers argue this point to a systematic reset, a cover-up of a global infrastructure buried under layers of mud and repurposed by 19th century elites. Mainstream scholars insist these anomalies are explained by street elevation, building codes, or city redevelopment, but Tartaria theorists ask, why does this architectural anomaly repeat identically across continents and timelines? I
Right.
agree.
And if the architecture is sound, why would modern engineering say, that's not good enough, let's bury it and rebuild it or, whatever,
Yes.
build over it or, yeah.
Yeah, it can't be easier to build on top than it would be just to kind of demolish it and start all over. You know?
Let alone how hard is it to dig something out? Like,
Right. Yeah.
so
All right. So some suggested triggers is a natural disaster, either volcanic or seismic, geoengineering or war, a high energy weaponry, deliberate cover up during an era of global colonial expansion. Many proponents point to the 1800s as a rewriting of history with the burning of records, for example, the Library of Congress in 1851, destruction of cities, the Chicago Fire and the Great Fire of London, and orphan trains used to repopulate wiped out regions. The Industrial Revolution is framed not as progress, but a reclamation of Tartarian tech rebranded for profit. Some argue that Tartarians were physically wiped out through war, engineered disasters, or disease. Others believe they were assimilated, forced to abandon their technologies, and had their history rewritten by colonial or elite powers. So let's see. So these are fringe theories claim that Roma, which are gypsies, indigenous Siberian groups, and old Tibetan sects may carry Tartarian lineage or knowledge. Some elites today may be descendants or hoarders of Tartarian knowledge, possibly connected to secret societies like the Jesuits or Freemasons. You know what? We should, well, I mean, I'm not sure if we would have the data, but we should look into like the genealogy of Tibet and Siberia and see if there's anything like weird or different about it than like a normal person.
genealogy or like the biology type of like
Oh yeah, not genealogy.
23andMe type
Yeah,
of thing?
yeah, like DNA. Yeah, I don't know why I said genealogy because I'm stupid tonight.
Let's check your genealogy.
Yeah, it says I am 30% North African and Western Asian, and then it says I am 68% Italian, and then like 2% is all over Europe.
Geez, my grandma's more Italian than you.
Wow, that's harsh.
She's every bit as stubborn as you, though.
This is true. I think that's where I get my stubborn from, is from Italy.
From my grandma.
Yeah.
That's why I thought he was going to say, that's where I get my stuff from, your grandma.
That'd be a wild story to tell.
We're actually related. Shit.
That's who taught me how to finger.
Ew.
Oh. I'm gonna disconnect.
I'm sorry,
from this call.
Lynette.
I couldn't help that. Oh God.
You literally could have helped that.
No, I
You
couldn't.
didn't want to.
I'm sorry, but it was just too good to be true. So, Russia is frequently cited as the Tartarian heartland. The Ural Mountains, Siberia, and regions near Mongolia often appear in ancient maps as part of Greater Tartary. During the Soviet era, many pre-revolution buildings and artifacts were destroyed or altered, fueling suspicion of a deliberate wipeout. In a February 2024 interview with Tucker Carlson, Vladimir Putin discussed various political topics regarding Russia. One topic that caught the attention of those who were listening closely was when Putin recounted Russia's historical evolution into a sovereign nation. This included several references to the so-called Golden Horde, a subset of the Empire of Tartaria. Early statements from Putin have him referencing Tartaria as well. While there is no official press release from the Kremlin confirming this, many Tartarian enthusiasts refer to a 2016 alleged leaked statement in which Putin supposedly said, "The history you know is false. Tartaria was real, and it was part of our ancestors' legacy. Many of the answers lie beneath our feet." Conspiracy forums claim Putin has declassified maps, documents, and satellite data suggesting knowledge of Tartarian ruins or underground cities, particularly in Siberia and under Lake Baikal. These claims remain unverified and the sources are speculative. However, this alleged stance has sparked intense speculation about why Russian archives remain sealed and whether Tartaria is part of the broader information control agenda.
Can you imagine?
I can't. Like, what if tomorrow he's just like, all right, release, and like, we all get an email with all the files.
No, the internet gets shut down by our government. Nope.
Yeah.
Can't hear this.
Right. Print this
Does it
out
say it's
before.
hackers?
Yeah, right.
What if that is it?
Ooh.
Like real important information gets leaked from various places and we just miraculously have hacks. Oh, sorry, the internet's down. Oh, your TV's off. Oh, your cell phone doesn't work.
Yeah. Didn't we have like a Verizon outage like 2 years
Verizon
ago?
had a huge one.
Yeah. Huh. I mean, it's so easy to do that if you're in charge. You know? Remember.
That's why I should be in charge.
Okay. I mean, we have to keep in mind though that it's a lot easier to fool someone than it is to convince them that they are being fooled. You know? So if this has been going on for 200 years, 300 years, I mean, trying to break through to someone like the average Joe, forget it.
Yeah. Ooh.
And so some link the disappearance of Tartaria to the Mandela effect, suggesting a timeline shift or mass memory manipulation. CERN and high-energy research are sometimes implicated in the ongoing suppression or distortion of historical memory, possibly to prevent rediscovery of Tartarian energy technology. Tartaria is sometimes woven into flat Earth theories, proposing that the globe model, space travel, and modern physics were invented post-reset to obscure pre-cataclysmic knowledge. I don't think so, because the Earth is not flat.
I want to say you love the flat earthers.
Fuck them.
It's your favorite topic.
No, you know what? No joke. I thought to myself the other day we should do like a whole 2-part episode on flat Earth.
I don't think
Why
I could sit
2-part?
that long.
What's that? You don't think you could what?
What, are you just going to sit for 2 hours silent now?
No, I couldn't hear what you were saying.
I think he is.
What were you saying? You can't sit for...
Maybe we're getting reset right now.
Maybe.
2 hours on the flat Earth topic.
Yeah. All right.
No, I can't do that.
Yeah, no, you
What's
can.
going on here?
No, you can. You'll be fine.
Why 2 hours? I feel like no.
Because I think there's so much information there, as well as so much to make fun of.
I think you think there's so much information, but there's really not. You're gonna look at it and be like, I can't get this much more information.
I've never said that once.
I never said you said it before.
Okay, so it won't happen this way. So
I think it will be.
Anyway, while historians dismiss these claims as coincidences, architectural mimicry, or the result of post-colonial industrialization, Tartarian researchers point to the patterns, repetition, and strange inconsistencies across continents and centuries. Why are there similar buried architectural styles from Istanbul to San Francisco? Why do world's fairs always include massive buildings no longer standing? Why do so many buildings have multiple basement floors with full windows and archways? Why do disasters precede redesigns that eliminate historical records? How do you bury entire cities thousands of cubic feet deep in dirt? Whether evidence of a mudflood, a global cover up, or an older advanced society, these anomalies compel us to re examine what we've been taught. The theory of Tartaria challenges us not to simply accept history, but start digging. Historians argue Tartaria.
What you did there?
What? What did I do?
Digging.
I know. I got it. I got it. I was just gonna let it go because it was
Just checking.
yeah, no, because it was good. I liked it.
Yeah.
Historians argue Tartaria was simply a geographic label for unexplored or sparsely inhabited lands, not evidence of a lost empire. Many architectural anomalies can be explained through neoclassical trends in post-Renaissance design, spreading globally through colonization. Mud floors are generally chalked up to urban buildup, changing street levels, or natural silt layering, not global cataclysm. The World's Fair buildings were, according to mainstream records, temporary plaster constructions, though many still question the scale and speed of construction. Whether Tartaria was a suppressed civilization, a misinterpreted historical term, or a psychological reflection of humanity's yearning for lost grandeur, the evidence inspires a deep suspicion of the official narrative. What we call conspiracy might be suppressed memory. What we see as old buildings may be remnants of forgotten genius. The Tartarian theory asks a powerful question. What if history isn't just written by the victors, but rewritten by those who erase? I will say, I've always thought, like, how do we really know the history books are accurate? You know?
We really don't.
Right. You know, I mean, that's a whole rabbit hole to go down.
Yep.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, you're lucky.
He's still awake.
You're lucky I love you.
I am still pissed off about the scary movie thing.
Yeah. It's called the Mandela effect. Take that times like 8 other things that I'm pissed off about.
You're pissed off about everything.
No, not everything. I like my penis. Just saying. Love the one that loves you back. So,
Does it?
probably not. What have we learned about today's topic, ladies?
We got a lot of unanswered questions still.
Mm-hmm. Very good.
That's what I learned.
Very good. I'm giving you a golf clap.
Very good. I'm happy you know how to golf clap.
Good girl. Yes, you are. You're such a good girl.
Fuck you.
Good girl.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can go fuck off.
Sit, Paul. Miss Lynette, any final thoughts?
We don't know anything.
You're
we don't.
No, we don't. You're 100% correct. We
The more
don't.
you think you know, and the more you look into things and do research on it, the less you know.
Yes.
Maybe that's what it means to get old. You know everything when you're a teenager, but you don't know shit when you're in your adult years.
Yeah. I think in our adult years, we just finally realized that we never knew shit.
Yeah.
You know,
we're
just
just
been
okay with it.
Yeah,
we
we're
just lie to the next generation.
Right. That, and we'll just wake up tomorrow and just go serve the man again. We'll go to work.
Some of us.
Work.
Yep. All right. Well, ladies, it's been fun.
It's been real.
I can go to bed now?
My name is Frank.
My name is Brie.
This is Lynette.
And you've been listening to Fringe
Beyond
Limits.
Sometimes an identity threat is a ring of professional hackers. And sometimes it's an overworked accountant who forgot to encrypt their connection while sending bank details.
I need a coffee.
And you need LifeLock, because your info is in endless places. It only takes one mistake to expose you to identity theft. LifeLock monitors hundreds of millions of data points a second. If your identity is stolen, we'll fix it, guaranteed, or your money back. Save up to 40% your first year at LifeLock.com/special offer. Terms apply.
Starting a business can be overwhelming. You're juggling multiple roles: designer, marketer, logistics manager, all while bringing your vision to life. But for millions of businesses, Shopify is the ultimate partner. Shopify is the commerce platform behind millions of businesses around the world, and 10% of all e-commerce in the U.S., from household names like Mattel and Gymshark to brands just getting started. Build a stunning online store with Shopify's ready-to-use templates. Boost content with AI-powered product descriptions, page headlines, and enhanced photography. Marketing is easy with built-in tools for email and social media campaigns. Plus, Shopify simplifies everything from inventory to shipping and returns. If you're ready to sell, you're ready for Shopify. Turn your big business idea into with Shopify on your side. Sign up for your $1 per month trial today at shopify.com/try. Go to shopify.com/try. Shopify.com/try.